Welcome back, everyone. All right, there's one other type of statement that you can use. And I'm just going to push return a couple times, and I'm going to type in else if, all right? And I'm going to go ahead and put in two curly brackets, and there we go. Now, the other thing you need to do is you need to make sure that these are touching like that, okay? And so what I'm going to do is there's only one other thing that we need to do, and we need to type in two brackets like this, and we're going to say if cool number is double equal to 2. Okay, and you can see that all the warnings disappear. And what I'll do is I'll just type in an alert. Okay, and just to see if this works here, and we'll just type in pop or something like that. Okay, there we go. So if cool number is equal to 2, this should just end up being an alert. Okay, and if I change the text here, and you want to make sure that everything is working here. So there we go, and there we go. It works. Now, so the way this works is that this again, computers read lines like you read books, line by line, and they read every line. So what it does is that when this function is called, and remember it's function being called from this HTML here, this function is called, if cool number is equal to 1, it does this. Okay. If it doesn't equal to 1, we then go to the else if. Cool number is equal to 2. And in this case, cool number is equal to 2, and then we go ahead and run this code. And if cool number is not equal to 2, it will run whatever's in the else statement. So if I just type in fun here, you can see the else statement is fired. Okay, that's pretty much what it is here. Now, the other thing is that you can't have two else statements that are the same. Okay, so you can see that cool number 2 is equal to 2, and then if you type something in differently here, then it is going to throw an exception here. And you notice how there isn't any warnings here, and the reason is that, again, JavaScript likes to make things work. It's actually quite awesome. But what you can do is you can see is equal to 3, and you can just type in something else here. So cool number is equal to 3, and if I type something in here, for example, like this, you can see that whatever code was in the else if statement, the second one, is fired here. So the order, or the hierarchy, as you will go from if to else if to else. Okay, and again, it reads it line by line. Now, when you're making your else if statements, it's best that you make them in any kind of logical order. So if you're doing things numerically, like I've done here, so we have cool number is equal to 1, then we do this. Else if cool number is equal to 2, then we do this, and else if cool number is equal to 3, we do this as well. And it's not like 1, 2, 4, 3 or something like that. You want to make sure that it's actually quite easy to understand. Okay, and of course you can have a ton of else if statements. You can have 50, 100. Now, one thing about if statements is that they're a pretty important part of programming. However, you don't want to rely on if statements only. So as you get to become a better programmer, you'll find better ways to do things other than if statements. So you have an if statement, it works out really well. I mean, every program has an if statement in there somewhere. But at the end of the day, you want to eventually grow out of the if statement. All right? I'll see you guys in the next tutorial.